Hello guys, Kudlis here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls 3. In the last one, we defeated the Archdeacons of, or the Deacons of the Deep, and Archdeacon Royce, apparently. And then we got back here. Look who is back, Hawkwood. Just after I reloaded the area, he returned here somehow. And Henri and Horace has left the building. So in this one, we are going to finish off figure out why we have the armor of Siegward of Katarina, and also why, well, where we're going next. Apparently we're heading to Farron Keep. So let's talk to Hawkwood. Do you have anything else to say to us now?
You haven't given up yet. Then you're a brasher less than I thought. You can make better use of this. I don't need it. Not now I've flown the coop. The Undead Legion of Farron is a caravan of undead, sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss. The Legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure. Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems. I pity the sorry souls. Gaining admission.
So we have to... this is kind of a really cool thing. So we've seen these 3 fires down in Farron Keep from above previously throughout the entire playthrough. And now he's telling us that we have to snuff out the fires to gain admission to the Legion. Now we have 15,000 souls here. What I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to head up here. Oh, not here. I'm going to head up the other path. I'm always getting confused by this area here. Oh my god. Because we have this key that we haven't really used yet. I think we bought the key previously, didn't we? No, we haven't bought it yet. I forgot here. So we need to buy a certain key to gain admission from the handmaiden here. Let's use these here, right here. Oh, it should be enough. 4,800 we need. We just got over 20,000 souls because this maiden here, she has this key that we've seen before, all the way back in episode 1, I think. Key to the decrepit tower behind Firelink Shrine, which leads to the Bell Tower. The Bell Tower is the grave of Firekeepers past. When a Firekeeper has served her purpose, she's led to the true darkness, where she enjoys a long-deserved sleep. So you need to buy this thing to finish off, or to meet Patches again, actually. This might sound kind of weird to you, but trust me, you want to get this item. And there is a couple of cool secrets up in the tower as well that we will get, and they will be really useful in the upcoming areas. So yeah, that's really nice to know. I think I actually forgot one thing over in the Cathedral of the Deep. When I think about it, I have to check that in a couple of seconds, because I know we have not gone to the area down with where the graves are in that area, and there is a special ring there that I want to get before we head off to Farron Keep. So I'll probably go there and get that after we've been up here in the tower, the Tower of Firekeepers past. Man, look at this view. Ooh, I love this place. But notice, as I think I've mentioned this previously, but notice the location of how Lothric looks from here. Apparently we are on the backside of Lothric Castle. Just remember that. So we go in here, and if you look below us, we can see tons of these graves, first of all, lining the walls of this building. We see some loot down there. Some loot down here as well. And then there's this elevator going up. I kind of like this thing. I expected it to be a little more, to be honest, but I do enjoy the fact that they put this area here. Even though it requires a lot of souls to get here, it is a nice thing. So the first time I was here, I checked around the entire area just to see if there was anything out here, but I guess there was nothing. So we don't have to go around and search for stuff. But up here, We see the bell. This might actually be the bell that woke us, to be honest. Maybe this is the thing because it's so huge. So perhaps the firekeeper rang the bell and woke us. All the way down there, you can see the bonfire. That's a nice detail. And here we see a corpse with a firekeeper's soul. Soul of a firekeeper who is said to have returned from the abyss. This firekeeper preserves the bonfire and serves as its champion. She is said to have soothed and accepted the dark sigil, which has tainted her soul. And yet her soul will one day embed itself in the bosom of another firekeeper. Some really, really interesting lore on this thing. So first of all, there is a firekeeper who is said to have returned from the abyss. Second, it is mentioned that she's have said to soothe and accepted the dark sigil that has tainted her soul. What is this? What is going on? Why is the firekeeper up here in the bell tower? Maybe we'll figure it out when we explore some more. So let's go back and oh my god, the door is closed and look who is here.
Sorry, friend. Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late? Have no fear. There's beauty in death. Besides, you're amongst your own. Plenty of company, right?
I think the dialogue will actually change if you are a male character, because he gives reference to being among the ladies. Now I am being among my own. So maybe he's referring to the fact that I am actually going to die in here and he's going to take my stuff. I don't think he has anything else to say to us.
Oh, no matter. I'll look after things. By stripping every last trinket off your corpse, you're going to make some lucky customer very happy.
Okay, so he's going to strip our stuff from us. That's all he says. But a way to go down, you can either jump down on that side and land on this coffin right in front of us, or we can try to make the little harder jump down to the loot down there. So I don't think it's a good idea to just roll down there. I think that should work. Let's just aim our jump and roly-poly. There we go. Ah, that was too close, but we got the loot anyway. We got the firekeeper robe, gloves, and the skirt. Make sure you heal up fully again, and then we'll jump down to the bottom. So here we see these corpses. Yeah, these are all firekeepers. Where firekeepers go to rest in eternal darkness. You can see they have this blindfold on their eyes, all of them. This is such a terrifying sight. I mean, look at these guys. And we find the Estes ring. So maybe this was Irina's fate. She was going with Aegon to become a firekeeper. Maybe she was heading to Lothric, and then the rest of the firekeepers were sent down here to eventually succumb to darkness. We got a very special item though. We got a ring and we got the armor here. So let's take a look at the ring first. This is a really nice one. Increases HP restored with the Estus flask. A green ring crafted from shards. This ring was entrusted to a certain firekeeper, but in the end she never met her champion. And the ensuing tragic farce became a favorite tale of the masses. A certain firekeeper, but in the end she never met her champion. You know, this, I realize now that this thing might be actually a reference, like a meta reference to Dark Souls 1. Because the tragic farce became a tale of the masses. Maybe that's referring to us as a player because the game actually became popular. And the firekeeper in Dark Souls 1 never met her champion. I'm not really certain about that part. But it is theorized that maybe Lothric of Karim, he tried to kill a certain firekeeper in Dark Souls 1. Maybe he was actually her champion. We also got the armor set. The Firekeeper robe. Robe worn by the guardian of the shrine. The Firekeepers were robbed of light to better serve as vessels for souls. Only those who cherished the writhing, searing darkness were given the Keeper's black attire. This one looks really nice, to be honest. I think we're gonna wear this thing. It's really, really nice looking. I don't think the gloves have anything else to say to us. Where are they? Firekeeper gloves. They have a really high magic resistance, as you can see. Well, compared to the maiden gloves, about the same. They are a little, just as light. That's kind of interesting that they are just as light as these gloves. Manchettes worn by the guardian of the shrine. Yeah, same dialogue there. And the skirt as well. I don't think we'll wear the skirts, to be honest. I think we'll stick to the Drang leggings, just for the sake of looking kind of like a Bloodborne character type of deal. I think that looks kind of nice. We could be a deacon as well, but yeah, let's not do that. Ah, this looks kind of terrible. I'll play around with my fashion a bit later on, and then we could have some fun. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one, just for the sake of RP value. But I think if you notice these guys, how they look kind of similar to the Firekeeper armor, don't they? Perhaps these are hollowed Firekeepers that never actually got to be inside the tower. So now I think Patches has gone down here to the place where he actually stay. Oh, this is the wrong place. Always confused by the area layout of this place. But maybe, I think Patches is returned here to the place where he will stay as a vendor. Up here, to the left. He should be down here now. Yeah, there he is. And remember, as always, don't forgive Patches. Never trust this guy.
Okay, you're alive. Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this. Oh, come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do. You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. You're alive, after all. And that's what counts, right? Oh, for heaven's sake, no need to jest with a face like that. You're still alive, and I'm here grovelling in the dirt, so to speak. Oh, I know. Here, a token of my sincerity. Right and proper, huh? We're just a couple of outcasts. Let's make the best of it. I see you've met Grey Rat. The slinking rodent. But he did me a good turn back in Lothric dungeon. Doubtless I should do something about that little dead. Well, maybe not. Well, I can hardly believe he's still standing. Can't find anything you like? Well, you could try looking a little harder.
Yeah, now he'll stay here as a vendor for us. And he know a new Grey Rat, apparently. So Grey Rat helped him out in Lothric dungeon. So this guy owes him a favor. Maybe he will repay it later on. Oh, let's buy the rest of the armor. Yeah, we have just enough souls here. Wonderful. Notice also a thing on this one. Those who have lost their fortunes rely upon this superstitious practice, hoping to retrieve that was once theirs and more. You can also buy fire bombs from him, which will be useful, I assure you. But more importantly, we got a gold coin. You can start with these as a starting item, to be honest. A rusty old gold coin that surely has no currency. Crushing the coin gives a large, if temporary, boost to item discovery. A rich man lost his fortune, but it returned to him twofold. He was swift to squander his retrieved fortune, smugly confident that it was bound to double once again. Double once again. Okay, so now we've actually done the Patches quest line, but the legacy of the armor still remains, and the location of Siegward is unknown to us. Well, I actually know where he is, so we need to go back to the Cathedral of the Deep. We go to the Cleansing Chapel, and there we have a couple of things to explore in the grave area. Well, down below the grave area, there are a couple of secrets that we have yet to take a look at. So if we head out here, where these guys were previously guarding the Estus Flask Shard, you can see first of all this guy standing around, but over here.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Anyone at all? Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me, Siegfried of Katarina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor. Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Now we can throw him the armor, or we can see what it says when we haven't seen it. I'm going to select haven't seen it first and then throw him the armor later on.
Oh, yes. I see. Not to worry. Great planning begets great fortune. An old tenant of the Knights of Katarina. And I am a master planner, I do say. Ha 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 ha. I'm in quite a pickle indeed. Maybe I can fashion a replacement from I've got to use my head and think. Oh, my armor. My deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Katarina, salute you. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, comrade. No need to worry about me. With my trusty suit of armor, until we...
I'm not really certain why the armor, the super heavy armor of Siegward will help him out of the well, but I guess that's how awesome he is. Putting on the armor, making him super heavy, makes him get out of the well. You have to do this within a certain time frame. If not, he will die in the well, unfortunately. So make sure you get these. I think it's before you finish off the... We'll get to the Boreal Valley. I think that's the trigger, because that's the next place we'll find him. So let's head down here to the little area. A couple of things, as you can see these leeches here, two things you want to bring here. You want to bring a torch or pyromancy magic. You want to bring a weapon with fire enchant if you don't have the torch, or you don't need the torch if you have the fire enchant or infusion on the weapon. You might want to bring the fire bombs or a charcoal pine resin, as they will help you out against these mobs here. So they are super weak to fire, and they will cause bleed effects on you. But if you hit them with fire, they will start to burn, and you will take them down fairly easily. So I'm going to show you guys something, but before we do, I want to clear this first guy out, and then we want to get hit by them. Because if you get hit by them, you will get leeched. Here we get the Saint Tree Bell Vine. Let's take a look at this thing before the other guy comes for us. Sacred chime for casting miracles of the gods. A bell vine cut from a small saint tree that has been meticulously tended to. Saint tree bell vines are customary in the far north and allows for faster casting than ordinary sacred chimes. This is one of my favorite chimes in the game. Let's get hit by this guy. There we go. As you can see, there is a bleed effect starting off on us. And it will continue to go up because we have these leeches all over our body. And if this thing reaches the top, we will take huge amount of bleed damage. If you have a torch though, you burn them away and this thing is gone. Beautiful. So that's how you deal with the leeches. Another useful thing with the torch. You want to buy this thing. It costs 200 souls. Bring it with you. Oh, crystal lizard. And here we get the titanite shard. We have all those we need. Although, we might want to get this guy here. Jump attack. Oh, we don't have a jump attack. We do have a jump attack, but I got him down eventually. Swinging titanite. We need some large, actually large shards, but we will get them in Farron Keep. One more lizard. Come here. Come here. I do hate using the S-stock against these guys. And more importantly, we have this big guy here. One of the stronger crystal lizards. We've fought some of these guys before. This guy's really strong against fire magic, as it seems. I wanted to try to break this guy's poise and try to stagger him. There we go. Now we can do the visceral attack. And that's it. Get in titanite scale. I think we have 2 of those right now. No, it's the first one. Oh, I forgot we haven't killed any of these guys before. We skipped the first one and back in the starting area of the game. Reinforce soul transposed weapons to +4. Weapons forged by soul transposition can only be reinforced by titanite of the same kind. In rare cases, crystal lizards devour souls, growing to monstrous proportion and leaving these great scales. So these are crystal lizards that have consumed souls, giving them great size. And it tells something about what these lizards are all about. This is the place right beneath the shortcut we found in the previous episode. With the elevator. Here we find the poison bite ring. Now we have 2 rings. We have the blood bite and the poison bite. You can also use a blood bite ring against these guys if you don't have a torch. One of the bite rings native to Karim increases poison resistance. The crafting of these rings is forbidden, perhaps owing to a fear of malleable stone. Clerics, however, dabble freely in the art. Another indication that these clerics come from Karim to this cathedral, perhaps. And these are related to the Firekeepers, maybe, as we've seen also, which is interesting. There is an item over there that we will get. Before we do, I will show you guys the entrance down there. That's the shortcut with the ladder that we kicked down in the last, a couple episodes ago actually, up to the door. So you don't have to run all the way past a lot of enemies to get back in. And then there is the item up to our left now that we are gonna have to get, guys. Yeah. I almost forget this area. It's so forgettable because it's so small and easy. But it is really useful. Titanite shard, don't really need that. But it is very useful to have the poison bite ring as we're going into Farron Keep. Flooded with poison. Titanite shards. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let's head to... we have 9,000 souls. That's enough for a level. So you know what? I'm going to head back to the Firelink Shrine. Then we're going to spend those points on a level. And then we are going to head to Farron Keep. So I put 1 point into endurance. Now notice one thing here. We can give her the Firekeeper's soul. If you do this, she will give you something really... the ability to do something later on in the game, but we don't want to touch this thing until later on. For storage significance, you can give her this one without really any repercussions right now, but you can't really use the feature until we've done some stuff with Yol down there.
Farewell, maiden.
So let's head to Farron Keep, the bonfire that we unlocked there. I think that's this one, and then we'll continue off from there. Now, a couple of things you want to do. As always, you want to equip the Brigand Twin Daggers, as they are quite light and they will give us increased mobility. We also want to remove the Lloyd Swords Ring, as we won't have full health in this area. Let's equip the Poison Bite instead. I don't really care about our souls at this moment. Let's use the Estus Ring instead. The Estus Ring. That's the new ring, improving our Estus. But the Estus will increase the amount healed by that one. So we have found a couple of things in Farron Keep. We have gotten a couple of items over here to our left. And we have to... You see the fire up there? We have to, stop all 3 of those from burning. So we saw one is over there and one is up here. The easiest one to get to is the one directly in front of us. But we are not going to do that in this episode because I'm going to finish up one thing right to our left first of all, and then we are going to end the episode off. But before we do, there is a secret, well, not a secret, but a kind of an important item over here that we want to get. Let's just avoid the snails and not the rotten pine resin. That was not what I was going for, but over here we see someone who we saw in the last episode, a dark wraith. Oh, almost got the parry in there. These guys have really high poise. You want to be careful. And they also have this shield, as you can see. They also have this ability to actually drain your health with a grab attack. So you want to be careful with that. Yeah, got him down. And we get a cracked red eye orb. What is the relation between these guys and Leonhardt with the Rosaria's fingers and the Abyss? That's one of the things I'm still thinking about. But here we find the Sage's Coal. Coal used for weapon infusion. The white magic flame produced by this coal was given to the Undead Legion long ago by one of the Crystal Sage twins. Give to the blacksmith in the shrine to allow the use of gems for crystal, blessed, and dark infusion. Now we remember the Crystal Sage and his brother, and this was the coal they used to forge the weapons. Perhaps this was a smithy, this little place right here. As you can see, the poison is ticking down on us. It's not that quick because we have the ring on, which is really nice, and yeah, good to know. So there's one more thing here that I want to go to. One more thing. You know, I've reconsidered. I want to go to the bonfire over here. This enemy has a couple of enemies. This area has a couple of enemies that are really dangerous. And this one right here is one of the most dangerous ones. These are Gru, I believe they're called. And they, especially the unarmed ones, are really dangerous. You want to be careful with this guy. He has a grab attack that will take you down immensely quickly. And they also have this jumping ability. You can see that they look kind of like, well, they look malformed. They have some scales on their body and some hair and horns on their heads. Oh. Yeah, we'll see more of what these things are later on. Here we see some horse-looking things on these crucifixion thingies. Like crucifix, I guess they're called. And we can proceed up here. This is like normally the route I take to get to the next bonfire. I figured I would do this in the next episode, but I'll do it right now. These guys are kind of weak to fire as well, so bringing a fire weapon is really, really nice at the start of this game. Purple Moss Clump will remove the poison effects we have on us. Poison built up in the body, and when it breaks out, it causes gradual damage over a period of time. Poison can be exasperating, so be sure to carry sufficient moss clumps when traveling to a blighted area. And now we see the fire extinguishing with the giant bridge building behind us there. It looks kind of amazing. And then, ominously enough, we will see this door here. Really similar to a door in Dark Souls 2. Maybe they're just using the same textures, but it is really similar to the Throne of Want. And it's lighting one of these 3 torches. And we see the keep behind there that we have to get to. Ooh, or this building. The admission to the Undead Legion. Oh yes, guys. But before we end the episode off, I want to head down here. So we see 3 of these Gru here. And one of them is a caster. 2 of them are using weapons. And he will spout poison, so we want to be careful. Let's try not to die here. Oh, he's trying to heal. That's not a good idea, mister. Let's heal up, and then we can parry this guy, hopefully. Or not. Come on. Okay, let's just go. Hitting him. Stupid Guru. How much poise do you have? Yeah, well, he's down. And here we will get to the most important bonfire in the Farron Keep. Yeah, let's rest up as these guys respawn right behind us. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on the channel, or leave a like on the video. That's more proper. So in the next episode, we will continue on exploring everything here in Farron Keep and hopefully get done with this area filled with poison and dangerous enemies. See you guys then and take care. Until next time, bye bye.